He's making history with each new find in Tom's world every time. Tom's on the hunt. Tom's on the prowl. With a cam in hand and a curious plan. World secrets to be found in Tom's world now. Tom's World How.
Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to another edition of This is Tom's World Live. We're just here, we're hanging out, we're talking about things. I am breaking my microphone stuff here. All right, here we go. It's Indiana Tom. All right, let's catch up on the comments real quick. Chris commented very early, like almost a half hour early. I appreciate you, brother. He said, "What's up?" And I let him know I was going to be starting in 20 minutes. And then Tony B said, "Did anyone see the post about Nick's roast beef closing?" Yes, and I'm going to get into that. I am. I'm not happy, but I'm a little confused, and I'll explain that. I'll explain that briefly. And Kate says, "Well, hello, lovely people. Happy Monday." And Jeep Girl says, "Indiana Tom." That's right. It's Indiana Town. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I did that just for you, Mom. I love you. So yes, my mom called me like 2 minutes before my live started. So we had to have a quick conversation. And she had sent me some stuff to check out. Freedom King Films. Let's see. How about that bogus fight with? Oh my God! Don't even get me started. Like, listen, I tried to watch it. I did. Like, I was tuning in every once in a while. I was doing a bunch of different stuff that night. What was that? Friday night, I think it was. And I tuned in. I saw little bits and pieces of the fights. The women's fights on there were awesome. But when I tried to watch the Tyson Paul fight, it was like it just wouldn't load for me. It was just a black screen saying we're sorry, blah blah blah. Netflix, you need to get your stuff together. Your server should be more than big enough to handle the load. Your eyes are too big for your stomach, basically. But yes. But Freedom King, I got to ask you, and I'm not going to say I'm going to remember. What should I call you as far as a name? Do you want me to just keep calling you Freedom King Films? I'll do that. But if you got a name, I can do that too. Let's see. What do we got? The bogus fight. Freedom King, right? It was horrible to watch. I couldn't watch it, as I said. So I couldn't see it. I just saw highlights afterwards. I did see that you left some ideas for me. I'm definitely I did look at them, and I do know about the bridge that you were talking about. Well, what's left of that bridge? It's actually been suggested to me by a couple people. So since a couple of people have messaged about it, I think I might do it. One of which is Paul, my friend from the band Old School. He had mentioned that as well. So shout out to Paul from Old School. Go check out Old School. You can see them at various different places all around in the Northeast and the surrounding areas of Philly. You just won't be able to see them at Nick's Roast Beef anymore because apparently that's closed as of this morning. Because yesterday I went by Nick's Roast Beef after I came back from the beer distributor, and there was cars there and stuff. And then this morning I wake up to all these messages about them being closed. And then when you do a Google search for Nick's Roast Beef Woodhaven, it says permanently closed. And I believe they had another place that they ran called Dockside, which is also now permanently closed. So I don't know what happened with this, but tonight when I was coming back from the Wawa, and I was right at Woodhaven and Millbrook waiting for the light. I could see across into Nick's Roast Beef, and I saw TVs on, so I'm a little confused. I mean, is somebody messing with them? Are they really not closed? I don't know. I'm going to have to wait to find out. But yeah, I forget what the other idea was that you mentioned, Jim. But I do remember the bridge, and I've been asked about that before, so I'm definitely going to look into that. Let's see what else we got. Michael Rambo. So, Mike, you had mentioned in a comment on the last live feed I did that that you know for sure that the totem pole is gone from the Chamonix Mall. So it's definitely just not within the inner workings of the sign that they currently have, because it's in the exact same spot and it's the exact same shape. You know, it would make sense that they just built out from it and kept that inside. But if you know for sure that it's gone, do you know what happened to it? Did they just destroy it? Is it sitting somewhere? I mean, I'm curious. All right, I'm like rapid fire here right now. Gnomestead, what is going on, my brother? I am so glad that you are doing well. I did see that you did another live feed where you're pushing more snow. You got to watch that, man. That's what landed you in the hospital the last time. You got to be careful. But the other idea was GIA. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look into it again. Um, but let's see. So yesterday, um, I was at an event at a place that I've done a video at before. So down on Home Ave, there's the Home Crispin Cemetery, right? I can't think of what the main intersection is near there, but regardless, this is where Thomas Home is buried, one of our forefathers of sorts. And you know what, Nomi, you gotta find a friend who's gotta help you out, man. I mean, I know you when you've gone around on your different videos there, you've come across some like younger. At least once you came across a younger guy, you know, who you knew and stuff like that. Maybe he can help you out, you know, at least until you're back on the men, you know. But anyway, so the Home Crispin Cemetery, they had an event yesterday celebrating Thomas Home's 400th birthday. 400th birthday. So I decided to GIA. I'm sorry. I sent you about the Home Cemetery 400. Oh yeah. Did you? You did send. Well, okay. It's hard to remember, man. Sometimes I get things rapid fire from people, sometimes I don't. But I did see this come up on the Far Northeast History Group or the Friends of Far Northeast, whatever that is. I saw it come up on there on Saturday. So I said to Stephanie, "Well, I guess I know what I'm doing for my video tomorrow." So I did go there. I did cover it in a way. Not everybody that spoke there came through clearly on my video. A lot of that had to do with the people that were surrounding me and everything, and I don't fault them. You know, I mean, they were all having a good time. They were there celebrating and stuff like that. They had all kinds of like little treats and snacks and stuff like that, and coffee and water. And somebody made like their homemade fruit salad. Like they actually grew the fruit themselves and stuff like that. It was great. I didn't have any of the fruit salad. I did have one of the pretzels, and I refilled my little water jug with drug. No, I didn't say drug. I said jug with with one of their waters. Um, and I mean, it was definitely an interesting time, and I got to meet some really cool people. And I, of course, did go towards the end. I did go down to the base of the bridge right there on Home Ave, and walked around a little bit. Let's see. Let me catch up here. The entire totem pole was removed between 2016 and 2018. Don't know where the previous owners of the Chamonix Mall placed it. I really wish we could find out, man, because that totem pole was iconic. I mean, I'm going to be 50 years old this February, so like I remember that totem pole very well, and it was very iconic. When I saw that, I knew I was going to a cool place in Chamonix Mall. It's a cool place, man. It was fun. Let's see. Gnome said I asked people for help, and they said they don't have another. They said don't have another heart attack. I'm actually getting ready to finish clearing the roadway so I can get to the doctor tomorrow. Gnome said, man, if I was there, I guarantee you I would be helping you out. I really would. It's just Alaska. That's a little bit of a far trek for me, and my car is a piece of crap, and I can barely get around the area with it. much less. Well, I wouldn't be able to drive to Alaska, so I don't even know why I said that. I would, you know, Chris, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome. Um, but man, I feel like amped up tonight. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Most of the day I've been dragging. Today was a day for Dad's appointments and stuff like that, and I have a screw in my tire, and things have been a little like kind of draggy for me in the last day or so. Um, but for some reason, right now, I feel amped. I'm like, let's go, let's do this. You need a beer or eight? Well, have one with me, brother. I'm always having one. So, so let's see. So yeah, so I covered that the Thomas Home 400th birthday celebration. Even though it was yet, Kate, you are freaking awesome. You are awesome. I love you so much. Um, and you know what? We'll even do this. We'll even bring it up here. Look at that. Feel free to do the same thing, people. You can do it on here. You can do it on Venmo. The link for the Venmo is in the description. You can check it out. You know what? I'm just curious. Let me look up. Oh, I can't see in these comments. Is anybody watching this on Facebook? Because like, something went wrong with Facebook sending out the notification. And all the comments I'm seeing here are all YouTube. I mean, and that's fine. But for some reason, it just did not go out on Facebook, and I don't know what's going on with that. EV Mux is a little wonky sometimes. Um, what was I saying now before I did all that? I get these squirrel moments where I just kind of go off on different tangents and stuff like that, and I have to sometimes bring myself back, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I forget where I was. Mike is having mac and cheese with breadcrumb toppings with ham cooked in Coca-Cola and brown sugar. That actually sounds really good. And I'm not even hungry right now, but that sounds really good. Yeah, Kate, Gnomestead, you're on YouTube, Chris. All right, yeah, it seems like like just about everybody's on YouTube. Um, Jim, I'm gonna have to look into that. I do remember you saying that now when I read that initially. Um, yeah, I mean I think it would be interesting, most definitely, and it's still history. So I mean, hey, and that's one thing. So one of the speakers yesterday, Chris, holy shnikes, Chris, you're awesome, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Um, so one of the speakers yesterday at the 400th birthday of Thomas Home was actually a descendant of his, and she did not even know that she was a descendant of his until recent times. And that's one of the things that she did say. A little spoiler alert towards the video, because her speech is definitely one. Well, it wasn't a speech; it was just more like a comment, more or less. But hers is definitely one that I want to try to restore the audio on, like because some of the audio was a little weird as I went back and watched some of it as I'm editing it, which I'm not done yet. But one of the things she said is that people just don't seem to appreciate history the way they should, and that we should always learn from where we came from and stuff like that. And I totally agree with that. Absolutely. I mean, of course I do. I mean, come on. This is Tom's World, and we're all about the history here. We love the history. It does. It matches the color of your shirt too, Chris. You have a hat now and a tee. Wait, yeah. Wait a minute, Chris. When did you get a hat? I know you had a T-shirt that was like SpongeBob yellow, like 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 I. Jill, what's going on? We commented on Facebook, but our comments are not popping up in the live stream comment box. Well, what the heck is going on with EV Mux and Facebook? Something went wonky tonight. So if anybody is watching this on Facebook, come over to the YouTube feed. You can go to my Facebook page, and the link is there to come over to the YouTube one. Like, don't click on the live video that's happening unless you just want to watch and you don't want to comment, and that's fine. But if you want to comment, click on the link that I put up there that said like 7:10 tonight Eastern Standard Time, blah blah blah, and then it'll bring you over to the YouTube, or just come to my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to comment on here. Oh my God, Freedom King Films. You say you had a screw in your tire. I once had a finger-sized bolt in my tire. Yeah, well, this is it. Ironically enough, it was about a year ago almost that I caught a screw in my tire on the very same day, on a Sunday, and I didn't realize it until Monday. But now this time around, I realized it yesterday. I don't know if it's like a short screw or a long screw, and I'm afraid to take it out because it's not losing air right now. So I'm hoping that at some point tomorrow, I do have some plugs in my toolbox in my trunk. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, maybe while I'm at lunch or something, I'll be able to pull out the screw and then put in a plug. Hopefully. Um, did you ever answer, Freedom? Did you ever answer when I asked you what I should call you? I didn't even look back. The comments started coming in. Let me see here. I mean, I'm not trying to call you out on it if you didn't want to say. No, you didn't. So I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, if you want me to continue calling you Freedom, I will definitely do that. I don't have a problem with that at all. Um, Served up 143 portions of green chili chicken enchiladas for lunch. Man, how many was it just for you, Chris? I mean, did you eat 143 portions? Michael says, not looking forward to this, but Wednesday have to deal with several sold out advanced screenings of Wicked. I couldn't care less about Wicked. I mean, there's been so many variations of the Wizard of Oz. Of course, I like the original, and I don't mind the Return to Oz with what's her name in it. I can't remember it. Was it Feruza Bulk or whatever the heck her name is? Like, I didn't mind that. That was a little different, but all the other ones are just, it's like, it's overkill. You really don't care? Okay, well, that's fine, man. No worries. No worries at all. Let's see. Yes. So, as Kate mentioned, let me find it here. Shout out to our Pickle Nick, who's in the hospital right now, sending him lots of healing vibes. Yes. I've tried to contact Nick a couple times, and I understand when you're in the hospital, you're not really wanting to, hang out and be gracious to somebody as far as like hanging out. I don't know. I get it. So I don't want to bother him too much. I've tried calling on a few separate occasions now, and I'll just wait for him to get home and we can talk. No big deal. But Nick has been going through some issues, and hopefully he gets better soon. Absolutely. Freedom says, I'm looking forward to Wednesday, the CMAs. I don't watch any award shows anymore because it's all politicized anymore. You know what I mean? It's everything is politicized anymore, and I can't stand it. And I'm not going to say I'm for one side, I'm for the other side. I hate this side, I hate that side. I'm not going to do any of that, because the thing of that is, when people who are in the public's eye express their devotion or their hate for a certain political side, it's stupid. You are literally cutting out half of your audience by doing that. And for what reason? None. Outside of I want to voice what I feel and blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares what anybody feels when it comes down to it. Really. I mean, you think about average Joe Schmo on the street. Do you care what he feels about tapioca pudding? No. Do you care what he feels about about the mayor? No. Do you like you care about your own opinion, and that's rightfully so. I keep mine to myself because I'd rather be friends with everybody. That's my opinion. I'd rather be friends with everybody. And when people get a little too political on certain things, well, I just kind of duck out and I go away. And that's how it happens. Buff Jones, what is going on, my friend? Jill says, "Hey, Kate, blah blah. Good. I didn't mean to blah blah you. I didn't. I really didn't. I just like my vision started blurring on me, and I really don't want to put my old man glasses on. I mean, I will if I have to. Yeah. Okay. No, that doesn't help with the computer. No, it helps with the writing and then my phone, but not here. Says, "Hey, Miss Kate, good love to y'all, and yes, keep prayers for Nick to heal and speed recovery. Absolutely." Buff Jones, sir, what is the $4.99 and $10 thing? I am a fog. I think I can guess what that stands for. And well, there is the answer to your question right there. So, what these are like little super chats or super stickers. I think they're super chats that you can give to the channel by over here, down here somewhere below the chat. There'll be like a little dollar sign, and you can donate to the channel, and then of course YouTube will take out its portion and then give the rest to me. Or if you wanted to and you wanted to donate to the channel, in the link down underneath there is a link for a Venmo. If you don't have a Venmo, it's free to make, and you can donate to the channel that way, and then that way I get 100% of what you put in. Either way, I mean, it's a good thing, and well, it could be old goat or old guy, an effing old guy. I'm not far off from being an effing old guy. As I mentioned, I will be turning 50 in February. I don't consider 50 to be a young age. It's not old, but it's not young. It says, Tom, did you get the invite for Super Chat promotion this month? I did not. Chris, holy crap. It says a pile of poop with a face. So, all right. And then the other one said a hot dog with ketchup. So these ones that say these things, a pile of poop with a face. So that's a super sticker that he has sent. But when they're yellow, like this one that he sent, then well, it doesn't come up yellow on here, but then they're actually super chats. So there's a difference between them. I'm not far off either. 30 next year. 30. I got 20 years on you, man. You think that makes you an old guy? I wish I could be 30 again. Oh my lord. 30. 30. If I was 30, that would make my son 9. Wow. That's a long time ago, man. Wow. We have been graced by the presence of somebody who has not been in the chat here for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dom Santasero. There he is. Welcome, Dom. If you're home, I'm going to give you a call when this is done. We need to catch up. Getting 30, right? No, we're not gonna push off freedom like that. No, it's not a kid. Because I remember when I was 30, when people were like, "Man, you're just a kid," I was like, "Man, I'm gonna knock you down." Like, so your dad's 58. I am closer to your dad's age than you are. What do you mean, no mustard? Dom, look at this. Look at this. Mommy has said hi to you. How rare is that of an occurrence that my mom says hi to you? Now, your mom says hi to me all the time, but there we go. I got you. I got you. I got all right. See, I missed the whole dad joke thing because, like, again, I'm off on tangents and stuff like that. So, but definitely, man, if you're home, I'll give you a call when we get done this, man. Maybe we can go into the old room. I'm not going to say the name of it on here. The see you next Tuesday room. Hang out for a little bit. Nomstead says they told me the same thing, so now it's my turn. Yeah, well, see, but we can't do that to them though because we know we hated it when they did it to us. So we have to improve. We have to build on things. We have to become better people than they were to us. We have to reset the standard. Be like, listen, I identify with the fact that you are an adult. You most certainly are. At 30 years old, you are 100% an adult. By 30 years old, I was a father for 9 years, and I was very proud of my child, and I still am to this day. Now that he's 27, or will be. Look at you, Dom, getting all the love, man. Yeah, we definitely got to catch up tonight. Talk about some stuff. Nothing important. Just catch up. Mustard, mayonnaise, horseradish, ranch dressing, whatever. See that? Jill misses you. It says it right there. Chris could give two red poops, unless that's ketchup. It might be. But yeah, it was very fun for me yesterday to be at the uh, mom's giving air hugs. It was very fun for me to be at the Thomas Home 400th birthday celebration yesterday. As I said, I did get to meet some really cool people, and I got to revisit a place I haven't been to in a little while. So Chris said, so last week at work, we served Philly cheesesteak soup at work. Oh my Lord, that should never, ever, ever, ever be a thing. Whoever made that needs to be punished severely. Like I'm talking not just a paddle to the butt. They need something done to them. There should never be a Philly cheesesteak soup. No, 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 I'm sorry. Heat mover, I think you're a new one, man. What's going on, brother or sister? I don't know what you are. You could be anything. You could be a giraffe. I don't know. I mean, um, Dom's watching me on his big screen TV. He just sent me a picture. Look at me. I'm on your TV. Yeah, no, no. Cheesesteak soup should never be a thing. First off, cheesesteak is supposed to be thick. Like I want to bite into it. Like it should never be a soup. Squib, what's going on, brother? You can attest. All right, Squib, you are a fellow Philadelphian. This dude, look at what he said. And Chris, I forget where you're from off the top of my head, but you believe this crap right here? Cheesesteak soup. No, 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 no. Oh, you've been on the channel before. Okay, I'm sorry, man. It's you must not have been here for a while. Squib, yes, I did know. I actually wanted to go to his services because they weren't far. They were just up on 13. Um, but I was not able to go because that was my very first day uh, of being the only maintenance guy at the park for the season. and I could not. There was no way. There's only a few of us that work during the off season, and I mean there's still always rangers there and stuff like that. But um, as far as the maintenance crew goes, that was my first day being alone, so I was not able. Kathy understood, um, but yeah, I've been in touch with her. Absolutely. Jill makes a darn good Philly cheesesteak quesadilla. It's the bomb diggity. All right, so I can see a quesadilla because they do make like little chase steak, cheese steak. That's what I was going to say. Cheese steak, um, like little spring rolls or whatever like that and stuff, and they're not bad. Exactly, exactly. Heat. Now, there should never be a thing as such as cheese steak soup. It sounds horrible. I would never. I no. I don't care if everybody in the world said, "Oh my god, it tastes better than cheesesteak." I won't do it. I will not do it. Even if it's like a cheese based soup instead of like a watery soup. Even if it's just like how you can get the like the French onion soup where it's more cheese based and stuff like that. Even if it was like that, no, no, no. Now, cheesesteak dip. Now that's a different thing altogether, because then that's just straight up cheese and steak and onions and peppers and whatever else you want to put in there, mushrooms and stuff like that. That's a different thing altogether. That I can do. Yeah, I can see a quesadilla and egg rolls. Worst cheesesteak travesty I experienced. Moved to Denver from Philly. Went to a bar for lunch. They had Philly cheesesteak special, a sirloin steak on Texas toast with Swiss. No, you don't put Swiss cheese on a cheesesteak. Listen, I mean, there are people that prefer the cheese sauce, which is like a cheddar sauce, and that's fine. I don't do that. For me, it's either got to be American cheese, provolone, or mozzarella is even acceptable. No other cheese. That's it. Exactly, Mom. Exactly. It's meant to be chomped and not slurped. A cheesy, beefy soup. I'll have to think. No, I can't. I can't even fathom. I cannot even fathom. Now, if they called it something else and it had chunks of beef, that would be different. But to call it cheesesteaks, no. No. Sorry, Chris. I can't do it. No. That's right. With or without. That's how it works. But I can't eat. I can't eat just a steak. I can't. It's got to be a cheesesteak. I can't do it without the cheese. Absolutely. So, but we had the actual sandwich for lunch. Well, you didn't. You had an imitation of the sandwich. If you want to have the real sandwich, the real cheesesteak, got to come here. I'm telling you, all of you guys from Things Network, we have got to have like some kind of convention here in Philly, and we all have to sit around and eat cheesesteaks. And we have to go to multiple places for these cheesesteaks so that you can understand what the evolution of cheesesteaks are from place to place. Because there are some places they're good, some places they're bad. I mean, they're never really that bad. I can't ever say that I've had a bad cheesesteak. I've had ones that were worse than others, but I never had a bad one. So they can do anything they want with it as long as they don't put Philadelphia in front. Yeah, right. You can't put the word Philly in front of it if it's not from Philly. I'm sorry. You could say Philly style cheesesteak, but you can't call it a Philly cheesesteak unless it's from Philly. It's just like with Chicago and you guys and your pizza, and even with New York and you guys and your pizza. I get it. But when it comes to cheesesteaks, no. This place right here, we have the best cheesesteaks. Freedom King Phil's. I've never had a cheesesteak. Wait, you said you're from Philly, right? Unless you're a vegetarian or a vegan or something, this is not acceptable. No Philadelphia cream cheese. No, 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 no. Cream cheese has no place on a cheesesteak. I'm sure it tastes good. I'm sure it does, but I'm not going to try it. No. You're from Ben Salem. Okay. Are you a vegan or a vegetarian? Do you eat meat, Freedom? Do you eat steak? I am not a cheesesteak. I might be cheesy, but I'm not a cheesesteak. I just eat cheesesteaks. I love cheesesteaks. I love chicken cheesesteaks. They're even better. I am the cheesesteakiest guy he knows. You do eat meat. Boyers, brisket. All right, but you've never had a cheesesteak? Really? You're from Ben Salem and you've never had a cheesesteak. Go to Apollo's. Apollo's right there on 13 in Ben Salem. They have some pretty decent cheesesteaks. Their chicken cheesesteaks are pretty good. Squib says, I'm out. I'm going to make some scrapple and pork roll, egg, and cheese bagel. There you go. Pork roll, that's another thing. It's more indigenous to Pennsylvania more so than Philly. But you have to have the what is it, Habersack? That's the or no, Habersack is the it's a scrapple. Habersack is a scrapple. What's the pork roll? Oh my God, why can't I remember that? Dude, we have scrapple in the city all the time. I don't eat it personally because scrapple is one letter away from really what it is, scrap pile. Now I ate it when I was a kid, and I can still taste it in my mouth with ketchup and stuff like that. Yes, Taylor pork roll. There you go, Squib. Thank you. Um, the best pork roll there is. Um, Now that I will eat. I will eat a sandwich like this thick of pork roll and cheese, and I'll probably have a heart attack that night. But sorry, didn't listen. No, I wasn't trying to say anything by saying it. But Nomi, I bet you miss the Habersack scrapple. I bet you miss the Taylor pork roll. You got to come for a visit, man. We got to hang out. I think that would be a great video. You can't go willy nilly when it comes to Philly. You definitely can't. Valley Pizza also has good cheesesteaks. Yeah, they definitely do. Um, I'm trying to remember what the name of that one place used to be. Um, it's on 13. It's not there anymore. Carabracella uh, in Andalusia, across from the storage place. That used to be a drive-in a long, long time ago. It used to be the Andalusia Drive-In. They actually had some really, really good cheesesteaks there. But then after I read their reviews of like the when the health department would come out and stuff like that, I stopped eating there. And then they wound up closing up, not due to me by any means. It's just the family was done with the business. Scott, what's going on? Saw Michael, the video guy today. You saw Mike Slickster or Mike Bergeron? Really? Oh my God, dude! I am. If that's who you're talking about, Scott, please let me know because I've been worried about that man for a little while. I have not seen him, and I started getting worried about him. Dom, come to Philly. I want a cheesesteak too, and I'm not even hungry. I just had a hoagie from Rainbow Food Mart. Plan to visit one day. Yeah, yeah, you got to come, Nomi. Let me know when you do, man. We'll have to set it up. Come hang with me, not the other YouTuber guy. Come hang with me. I'm cooler. I'm just saying. I'm a little more down to earth. We're not going to get into that whole thing with the other guy, though. You know who I'm talking about. Oh, really? That'd be cool, Dom. Yes, the guy. Yeah. Oh, oh, that Mike. Okay. Wow, I haven't seen him in quite a while. I haven't seen him since 21. I thought you meant Mike Bergeron. He was the guy that when they did that little documentary about Sorobia, he was the guy they were talking to. I thought that's who you meant. Man, I'm really worried about that guy because I've tried to contact him on different social medias, um, and he was like the authoritarian on Sorobia for a while. Well, until I came around. but but yeah, I know who you mean now. You mean Mike? Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. But yeah, I was in one of his music videos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen him in quite some time, and it doesn't seem that he's put up any more videos in quite a while. So, or at least last I checked, anyway. But I know who you mean now, Scott. I got you. Wait, you've never donated to another guy, just me? I feel so special. Wait, what's with the knives? You ain't got to be worried now. An NHL referee just got stretched out of, or yeah, stretchered out of Wells Fargo Center. Oh, yeah, he did. He did a few videos. He actually did quite a few videos. Um, excuse me. So he did like 3 videos on just Sorobia. Well, it was more so about Deborah Logan, or as he called her, Deborah, but her name was Deborah. That was Robert and Sarah Logan's daughter, who tragically took her own life. And he made up this story and everything, and it was a cool story, I guess. And I got to be in the second video of the Sorobia music video series, acting quite poorly, but also quite good. It's kind of weird. Um, and then he went on to make other videos, and he approached me about starting to make it so that there was like buried treasure in the garden. And I told him, I said, please don't do that. I said, if you do that, people are going to start digging up the garden thinking that there's buried treasure. I overestimated the reach of his channel. I figured that like there was going to be all kinds of people there digging it up, but apparently it didn't happen. Thankfully, because there is no buried treasure in Sorovia. So the garden, there's nothing you're going to find in there. As we dug it up, I did metal detect there, and there's nothing to find there. I found like bottle caps, pool tabs from old beers or old cans, um, some modern coins and stuff like that. There's nothing to dig up in there. So please do not do that. You're only going to be ruining something that's like really cool. Um, we do have some metal detectors in the park at Neshaminy that do go around and they just collect coins and stuff like that. They go around the picnic areas, basically anything people drop. So they're picking up modern coins and stuff like that. The heck is all that you just put in there, Chris? I don't even know. I don't think Chris ever did buy a BB3 T-shirt. He might though. Don't be bitter now. We can still turn him to buy one. I mean, we don't have any ones of the left. Any ones of the left. Any ones left of the ones that we printed out. Um, but there are some online. You can go to the BB3 uh, Facebook page, and there's a link there to go to our merch shop, and you can always buy stuff there. Yeah, I know. No one did. We didn't even buy from there. Neither one of us. So, no big deal. All stuff we could talk about later, man. Yeah, Kate, there are. Here, look. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna do BB3 a solid, and we'll see what happens out of this. It's a Redbubble shop. And we'll do this. All right, we'll do this. There we go. I am going to put the link up in the chat. There it is. You go click on that, and you can see the BB3 shop. There are some other designs in there, but that's the main BB3 design. You can go check that out. And for those of you that don't know, BB3 TV is a network that Dom and I, Mr. Real Talk with Dom, had started. Well, almost. Well, we'll say 3.5 years ago, and yeah, it's had its ups and downs. We've had a lot of paranormal people on there and stuff like that doing shows. Right now, it's in a lull, but it's still a really cool design, so you can go check that out. No, they don't have me and Dom's face on it, but you know what? Let me see. There is another one. Wait a minute, that has Dom and Tom's World that does have our faces on it. Here's here's the other one for the merch for Dom and Tom's World. There you go. And that does have our faces on it. The shower curtain we don't have anymore, Dom. That was the other merch shop that we had. But that was really, I don't think it's there. Wait a minute. Is it there? Oh, it is there. Actually. So you can have a shower curtain with me and Dom's face on it, and it says Dom and Tom's World. So yeah, it is there. Okay. Yeah. Dom's gonna buy it because he wants to shower with his own face and mine. Apparently. So yeah, it's only what is it? It's like $45, you know. Oh, Chris, you know you do. You know you do. Wow. This whole thing has taken so much of a different turn than I thought it was going to tonight. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I'm having a good time. Not a boy band. We're men. Damn it. We're not boys. We're like boys to men. We're just men. We're men, manly men. We're men in tights. Well, we don't wear tights, but you get what I was saying. Maybe Dom wears tights. I don't know. I mean, he might. I don't know what he does in his spare time. You know, I mean, I don't live in Florida, so I can't tell you. There is a comforter too. Yes, there certainly is. You can sleep with us. Wait. That totally sounded wrong, and that's not what I meant at all. Oh, okay. There you go, Joe. Wow. Crazy, crazy stuff, man. Dom is the Florida man. He is. Um, yeah, I mean we've done a lot of stuff together. We did a lot of shows with Dom and Tom's World. I mean we had some celebrities on there. We had some just random music people on there. I mean we've done all kinds of stuff. We've had haunt actors on there. You can always look it up on BB3 TV, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. There's also a Dom and Tom's World Facebook page. You can check that out. And you can see all the different shows we've done on there, and the interviews we've done. The casting couch, that's right. Um, we had a good time doing that, but we've moved on from the interview aspect, um, and we're going on to bigger, better things. So we'll see what the future holds for BB3 and this is Tom's World and Dom and Tom's World. I almost called it This is Tom's World. That's where we're at right now. This is my channel. This is Tom's World. That's different altogether, but like I do post stuff from my channel on there as well. Most importantly, your mom has been on there. I'd watch that. Oh, meaning Dom's mom. Yeah, yeah, she's been on there, and my mom has been in the comments. Yeah, yep, both our moms. Yeah, they've been in the comments, but Dom's mom has actually been on shows on there. Not many, but still, she was there. Absolutely. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I do got to go down and I got to get stuff out of the dryer and I got to put stuff from the washer in the dryer. And is she in the Facebook chat right now? I haven't seen her. I'm surprised. I haven't seen her. Um, but I'm gonna I'm gonna go down and do that, and then I'm gonna come back up here and we're gonna call Dom and we're gonna hang out and chill. Um, that is what she said. Um, thank you all for joining me once again. I appreciate you all, everybody, Chris and Kate who donated some super chats and super stickers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that. Definitely, as Michael Rambo has said, make sure you like this video and you subscribe to the channel. Once you hit the subscription button, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, you'll be sure to be notified when I upload new videos or when I go live, like I am right now. And definitely, thanks everyone, just like Kate said. And make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. And I will talk to you soon. Dom, I'm calling you within minutes.